Hi, happy Sunday. I'm going to teach you how to make simple tags that you may want to put on presents or even use as cards. They're very simple, again, with lots of upcycled materials such as carton, maybe, or card, and bits of paper I've got lying around. So, these are a few I've made already. Okay, very easy. They don't take very much time at all. And I just use things that I've got lying around. This is actually a piece of carton or cardboard, upcycled. This was a piece of card, but I've covered it with some nice paper. And then these, they were, I think they were a cereal box. The inside of the cereal box is quite nice. It was quite vintage. And at the back, because obviously we had the cereal pictures on, I've glued a bit of paper, which is a page from a French book actually. Yes, so these are some I've made not yesterday, not earlier, but quite a long time ago. And I've got a big box. I keep them all safe, and then when I need one to put on a present, I'll just get my box out and then write things on them. So this is the kind of things you can do. I like using these paper bags. They're very cheap, but if you add your own tag to it and a little present inside, they look very effective. So let's start. These on the side. Okay, so I'm going to get a piece of card for my next tag. This is something I've got in my paper stash, a little bit of leftover. I think I'm going to make my tag about that big here. Okay, so I'm just going to measure about 8 centimeters, I would say. 8 centimeters. Doesn't matter, you can make it exactly the way you want, bigger, smaller, doesn't matter. Because this mat is brilliant, 1 meter square is 1 centimeters. If I put my paper really nice and straight onto the lines, I don't really even need a ruler. Okay, there we go. Let's get this out. Scissors. Now, you want to cut the top here, but you want it to be the same. You want it the same, and sometimes it's too hard to measure. So what I do is you cut one side. This is a little trick. Just cut one side like this, okay? And if I want the other side to be exactly the same, I take my piece of triangle here and I will put it here, like that. So I'll turn it round and then follow the line here. And voila, it's well cut without measuring. Now, you might want to put a little hole in there to put a string. I have 2 little things. I have this one, which is quite small. I think I got this one from France. I quite like it. And it's just got 1 hole. And you do a hole in the middle here. If you haven't got a single one, it doesn't matter. Just use one of these. Right, take this off so you see exactly where your hole is here. And you just do the same in the middle. And it's punched. Voila. Now, I like to use a little bit of vintage around it. You don't have to. It's called distress ink. So I like to put a bit of distress ink all around the edges of my tag. And what it does, it makes it look a bit more vintagey. But again, you don't have to. All right? Okay, now what shall I put on this little tag here? I've got quite a few little French labels here that I really like. They look a bit vintage. I like vintage things. I think you might have noticed by now. So I'm going to use this one here. see what it looks like. I'm going to put this one in the middle here. I've got a little bit of a rose here. Oh, I've got this lovely little bird. What about putting this one here? What about this one here, maybe? Okay, and I like to use buttons as well. I've got millions of buttons. There we go. What about this here? Very simple. I think I'm going to go for it. Now, because this is quite hard surface, I think on that I'm going to use my glue gun. Once it's working, there we go. All right. Anything like buttons or anything like wooden shapes, I usually use a glue gun. It'll stick on really well. If you use a normal glue stick, it'll stick to start with and then it'll come off. Oh, silly me. I forgot to stick that label first. What am I like? Just give me a second. I'm going to stick my label on. There we go. Then, get my button back. Glue a little bit off there. Voila. Ooh. Bit more glue. Whoop. Oh la la. What am I doing today? Sorry about this. And then stick my button here. A bit more glue on my little flower. Don't know where I got this flower from, but it's quite pretty. There we go. Now, what am I going to use as a ribbon? Maybe this pink one here. Yes, why not? Let's cut a little bit off. Right. Fold it in half. Put it through here. And voila. There we go. A nice little tag that you can put on somebody's present. You might use it as a card. So for example, here I have made this really big one a while ago, but I thought that could be just used as a birthday card. On the back, you could write on the back or stick a white piece of paper, and it will fit perfect in an envelope as a birthday card. Voila. Okay, so hope you like it. If you like it, give me a thumb up. Thank you very much. Bye bye.